Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs for Monday, the 17th of May, 2021. I hope you're doing well. I have private readings available from my website, BeHealing.com. Now, I do them within 24 hours. It tends to be less availability on the weekends sometimes, but if they're all sold out when you try and book in, don't worry. You can just check back in a few hours or in 12 hours, 24 hours, or in a few days' time. You should find some opening up there. I've got a live show on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays here, which for some people in some parts of the world is on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. It's called Psychic Cafe. I'd love to see you in there. Let's get some cards out for the collective then. If at any point you like this reading, please click that like button. It really helps me out. As do your comments, and you're clicking the subscribe, of course, as well. We've got past lives here. So a past life connection could be having an impact on you today is what I just heard there. A past life, it could be someone from, not like a past life reincarnation kind of thing. It could be just like someone from your past coming back up. I just saw an image there of somebody coming out of a grave. So it could be someone that you don't necessarily want to be hearing from. Guardian now. Ooh, being protected. Meet Lavandril. She stands sentinel, a gentle yet protective force. She can help you guard your mind against negativity, defeatism, and delusion. She's a shield that only allows the words and actions of people with compassionate intentions to reach the depths of your being. This person from the past that's coming in might not be good. You might need to defend yourself against them. You might need to close the door. You might need to click that block button, whatever it is, you know. And I'm not saying that that's true for everybody. Take it as it, don't be scared of whoever gets in touch or whatever today. Just be aware of that, though. It could be, they might not have the best intentions for you, let's put it that way. But, of course, make your own decisions. Never take it from me that that's what it's going to be about. This is just for some people to hear, right? Knight of Wands, exciting though. It's going to be exciting though. Knight of Wands sometimes is that player energy, so it could be somebody coming in, giving you a love offer, but really they're a player. And it's someone from your past, and you know that they're a player, and you think, oh great, this is my person. And then you know that later on down the line, you're going to realize, oh, there's still a player. King of Wands, took my breath away. The King of Wands took my breath away here because he's my man. He's the man. He's the one that comes in and claims you. You're mine. Not in a player kind of way. He knows. He knows. He just knows. He gets things done. He knows what's his. He takes action. And, hot stuff there. Well, how about that? The Knight of Wands is the player. The King of Wands isn't a player, but he's very commanding. Tell us more. So maybe someone that you've had a past life with then. Anyway, we've got two characters here. Could be two vying for your attention. You need to choose which one's the player, which one's the King of Wands. Can get confusing because some of us have been like, maybe all of us have been traumatized, let's put it that way, by masculine energy. And so it could be, if you get a King of Wands in front of you, you might be very wary that they're a player. If they're pursuing you, you might think, oh, you'll just be pursuing someone else, or you're probably already pursuing other people at the same time, and it's not necessarily true, I've got the Page of Swords here, so incoming truth and or apology or something like that. Wow, let's pick this apart. Let's get some clarity on this, because it does feel like it's two people here. Two incoming. Knight of Wands, what's this Knight of Wands all about? This player, it's exciting. Oh dear. I'll fall down. Why the Knight of Wands? Who's this Knight of Wands character here? The Three of Inspiration or Reconciliation. It's someone you've known before. And the Page of Voices. Page of Swords again. An apology. Oh, I'm getting the creeps. Okay, Three of Inspiration. The Knight of Wands, the Three of Inspiration, and the Page of Voices. So it could be a player kind of an energy coming back towards you that you've been with before. Like I said, you knew they were a player before. You might just believe their apology. Do you want to believe their apology? Have they changed? I don't know. I'm not so sure. I got the creeps there. they might just know what to say. Do you know what I mean? To get you to change your mind, to play with you again, to toy with you again. I need more coffee for this. Hang on. Okay, what's behind it? Knight of Wands, Three of Inspiration, and the Page of Voices. Reconciliation with a player. Ancient wisdom. Oh, you knew it before. You knew it before? Okay, so this person's been in your life before. You figured out they were a player. You're going to remember that. King of Wands. Listen to your intuition today. Pay close attention. King of Wands and the Page of Emotions. Now, this is different, right? Page of Swords is about thoughts. The swords are about thoughts. They're not permanent. Our thoughts aren't permanent. They're coming and going. This one, Page of Voices. So that this Knight of Wands comes in with a voice, with a sword, with a fleeting thing. Just with words, empty promises, that kind of thing. King of Wands, he's got an offer too, but it's the Page of Emotion. It's coming from his heart. It's different. It's not temporary. This is someone that's thought about it, but they're two different people here. Don't confuse the two. Or think of some good questions to ask them to find out which is which, you know? Joy. This one is going to make your heart leap with joy, like proper joy, not trepidation. And there's more to it, this King of Wands. There's more to it. Page of Swords. Tell us about this Page of Swords then, this apology or this fleeting thought thing. Now this could be about you too, the Page of Swords. Ten of Materials. Okay, both of these could be coming in with an apology. Damn. So past lives, yes. I think that both of them are from the past. But one of them's a king and one of them's a knight. The Ten of Materials. That's who you want to have life with, right? Ten of Materials. It's you getting married and having a house and you know, a career and everything. Who is it that you want to settle down with? You've got to think of that today. Be in it for the long term. This one's going to be exciting. The Knight of one's going to be exciting. The other one's going to be more true joy. They're going to be stronger. They could be more demanding though. Page of Swords and the Ten of Materials. What's behind that? Self-love. Right. Have you been putting the work in? Have you been putting the work in? Because if you've been doing that self-love, if you've been following me for a while, you'll have been doing the self-love thing, hopefully. And you might be able to see through these two now, and you might be able to recognize the King of Wands more clearly because of that work that you've been doing, the self-love work. Now, what do I mean with that? If you've been loving yourself, if you're looking after yourself, if you're doing good for yourself, sorry, I wobbled the camera, then you're going to recognize that in someone else. So the Knight of Wands isn't going to be looking after themselves. The King will, though. The King will be looking after themselves. So hopefully you'll be going to be able to recognize that quality in someone else of them looking after themselves. I don't know why this is so wobbly. Must be stood on something. I'll figure that out later. Okay, so what's going on in your love lives today? What's going on in our love lives today? A lot, apparently. Very soon. If this isn't happening today, then you're getting prepared for it today by listening to this reading and going, oh God, are they both going to come back? Who am I going to choose? Oh, how am I going to know? How will you know if he really loves you? Whitney Houston. Listen to that song. How will you know if he really loves you? Don't let your past hold you back. Very soon. How will you know if he really loves you? I've got to write that down. How will you know if it's love? That is the question, right? That is the question to ask yourself. Tell us more about this. Don't let your past hold you back. Past fears, past relationships. You might want to say no to both of them. Respect. Who's respecting you? Because the players, they can feign respect. They know the right things to say. come in with an empty apology kind of thing. You might believe it, or you might listen to their energy. You might, yeah. Which one is respecting you? You value maybe both of them might. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. But back to that self-love thing, the King of Wands should be respecting himself, right? So that tends to be obvious when people are taking care of themselves and they're respecting themselves. It shines through. You can see it. You can see it in the behaviors, and ask them what they've been doing, you know. Ask them what they've been doing, because that King of Wands is going to tell you a very different story than the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands might blag it. They might say, oh, great things and all of this, but I just think that King of Wands, he might have a bit more depth, you know, might say what's been going on. And if they've found when someone's found self-love, they can give some depth behind it, you know, of what they figured out about themselves. The one with depth. And you can't blag that, you know, you can't fake that. You can't fake that you've had an aha, some depth of knowledge about yourself. I guess you could copy it. Copy what someone else has said. But you should be able to see through that. Anyway. Sunglasses. It's like being a detective, yeah? Watching, looking. You've got to pay close attention here. Get your magnifying glass out. It's not a sunglass, it's a magnifying glass. Be the detective today. And not enough. Frustrated in a relationship. Yeah, it could be that they're just not offering you enough. It's not enough. Could be too little, too late. This apology, it could be like, well, you can apologize, but it's not going to change a thing because you showed me who you are, you know. And I'm not saying people can't change, but they tend not to. They tend not to. Of course, it's always up to you. Make your own decisions in your life. Don't let me make your decisions. Here we go. You've got hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. So you might need a time out from this. Just tell them you'll get back to them. And then think about it deeply. Pale, time to get out of a situation. You're given the opportunity now to get out of this Knight of Wands situation. It could be a perfect time to close the door and say, you know what, I'm not going to do this again with you now. You could get a lot of clarity about that Knight of Wands today. Climbing towards success, and then you decide to move up a ladder instead of going back down the ladder and stooping down to that level of the Knight of Wands there. Oh, yeah. You got basket here, recognition, reward for merit. There's someone that's respecting you here. It might just be you. Neither of them, fellas with their wands, you know. You know what wands are, don't you? The phallic symbols. It could be that neither of them are respecting you, and you're at a new level of self-love, self-respect, that you realize that, and you're like, no, I'll just wait for someone that does. Thank you. Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. There you go. So you're headed towards something better here. It's going to be individual. For some of you, one of these could be good. One of them could be a definite no. For some of you, two of them could be a definite no. For some of you, two of them could be a definite yes, but that's a whole nother story and life choice, huh? Anyway, it's time to learn from what you have learned. Does that make sense? It's time to put what you've learned into practice. That's better. Oh, okay. Got the kiss out here. For some of you, there's going to be a love offer that you're going to want to say yes to. This, I don't know what it means. Alethea, but it's got that black and white. It's got that duality there. It's not going to be black and white. You're going to have to come to your own conclusion here. But there's a bit of duality there. And you got the orphan. Be careful by just saying yes. Just out of loneliness. Just because you don't want to be alone. Don't do that. Because this could be like a final test kind of thing before you head towards someone really good. So, and you got the very soon card out there. It could be a no to both of these. For some of you, it could just be one person coming in and you've got to decide which one are they. Are they the Knight of Wands or are they the King of the Wands? The King of the Wands. Okay. This might really help you today. I've got a red and a green crystal in here. So think of a yes or no answer question now, because the green means yes, go for it. The red means no. Oh no, run, run. So think of that question while I'm getting some more cards out. So how best to deal with these energies today? Give us some guidance. How best can we deal with these energies today? Seven of Wands. There's another card here, the Hermit. Okay, the Seven of Wands. You might want to fight them or run away. Fight them or run away. Fight them or run away. I would tend toward the running away thing, just to give yourself time to get some clarity on it. I wouldn't fight them. There's no point in fighting them on it. You're not going to get them to change, right? If you decide they're the Knights of Wands, don't fight them on it. Just accept that that's who they are, you know. And go and be that with someone else. Don't have to be that with you. You're not going to change them into the king. If they're a Knight of Wands, you're not going to change them into the king. So don't fight them on it. Just believe them when they show who they are. Ten of Swords, karmic lessons only upwards from here. Could be the end of a hard lesson about relationships here and about these player types for you. Wow. So think of your yes or no answer question now. Pause it if you're not ready. But your answer is yes. That's the green light. Go ahead. Yes. There you go. But of course, this is just a general reading, so please don't make major life decisions based on that and then blame me or blame the crystals for it. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your clicking like on this, for your subscriptions, and for your clicking those notification bells. I do pick a card reads. I do these energy updates for the day. I do energy updates for the week and for the month for each star sign as well, and do that live show 3 times a week as well. Psychic Cafe, I would love to see you in there. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.